Alright guys, welcome back. As you can see, I'm right where you left off. We're still watching this little race car drive around the track over and over and over again. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, but we're going to kick it back over here and we'll see what we can do. Because I'd like to actually kind of upgrade this car a bit more. I think it would be sweet. It seems to handle the power pretty well. It does not have the handling it had before because it does have a little more power than it probably should. But I like the way that it drives, and again, I'd love to have one of these in real life. Plus, I think we should probably modify the way it looks, because I personally like these episodes where I start by modifying a car and then I drive it like a mouse, and that's fantastic. So here we go. We're going to go ahead. We completed the world-class event. Hooray. And it's going to talk to us in a second. Here we go.
Welcome back to Shimatsuma, Japan, where you can test your skills once
Shimatsuma.
again on the twists and turns of the Tsukuba circuit.
Oh, this one's not bad. I don't like the uphill one or the downhill one because it's scary and I'm not very good at it. But it's okay though. S-Class, Asian Tour. My Evo is at 700 already, so I can't upgrade it sadly, but we'll keep it going here. We'll try this out and see how it goes, and hopefully we'll get a win in, because I'm enjoying getting these winnings. These winnings? I'm enjoying winning. It feels good. It feels good. And how my car still looks like that after I've run into basically everything possible, I'm not quite sure. But you know what? I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to go, wow, I'm bad at this. That's all. So, Tsukuba, or Shimatsuba, or whatever they said, the Tsukuba. Shimatsuma to Japan for the Tsukuba. I can't speak. I'm going to stop trying. But it's okay. Here we are, episode 15, I believe. Yeah, episode 15 of the Forza 4 Excitement. And let's see. I like this car in real life. Like, if I were to buy a Evo, this is probably the color I'd buy, because I do think it's the best looking one. But if I were to buy a Japanese car, it would probably be a GTR, because I think it's the sexiest one. Oh. And I tried to drift it and failed, but it does drive pretty well on sand because it has all-wheel drive, which is kind of nice. This is definitely a little bit tighter track than I was hoping for. I like the tracks to give me a little more space to open it up and accelerate through. That was not what I intended to do, but at least I got past one of them, or two of them. This is going to be a scary corner right here. Come on the power early here, trying to stay ahead of this guy. That was a bit of a mean pass. I got to admit, that was actually awfully mean. But coming into the back straight here, that he has more power than I do considerably. So whatever I can do to kind of stay ahead here will be a good thing for me. Oh crap, I totally blew that corner right there, just bumped it a wrong way. Coming to the front straight here, I need to maintain as much speed as I can, and I can't because I failed, but it's okay. I'm going to come onto the brakes right here, brake, and a little bit too hard, I'm going to try to slide it over here once again. These guys are right on my tail. I'm only doing 30 miles an hour. I did stay ahead somehow. Only one lap left to go, and I'm a bit nervous, to be honest here, guys. This is a real twitchy course for me. I'm not driving it very well, and I've got to step it up because these quick switchbacks are just difficult as heck to drive on. So coming back on the brakes, back through the Dunlop, and we're going to go across this long back right here, back straight, and on the brakes. I'd love to find a way to keep my power in. Oh, I kept him out somehow. Wow, that's terrifying. I'd love to find a way to get a nice little slide in there, but for some reason I guess I had too much traction or not enough of it. I'm not sure which. All I know is that I'm just failing those corners just by a little bit, not by a ton, but just by enough to be dangerous. Did it again. Dadgummit, not hold enough power through that front. I gotta get a little bit less speed and then hold the power back, bring the power back in just in time. But for some reason I'm really struggling with that corner, so this is all power off and then back into the brakes, onto the power, and we'll see what we can do. I'm reading the chat and I went off-road. Oh no. That's the problem with live streaming when I'm doing this. I'm trying to see what people are saying, making sure they aren't upset with me for driving like a noob, but it's okay. I'm coming back in now through this kind of funky kink right here. This corner right here is just not the worst in the game, but it does have a funky little layout to it. I'm just going to go off the track over and over again here. Drive it like I'm driving a tractor. It's okay. If I can maintain through one more hard corner, we'll have the win here. And that's what matters most. So let's see what I can do. And off the side. No, power in. I was somehow able to keep him off my back. I'm not sure. I'm basically driving defensively at this point, just trying not to let him across in front of me. And I've got one more nice long corner. They come on the brakes, on the brakes. This one I should be able to maintain as long as I don't screw it up. It's a double apex, and that's exactly how the corner should be taken, right there. Instead of taking it the way I've taken it every other time, you should take it that way right there. So, ooh, I'll look better, I'll do better here, and we'll try this one more time here, because that was definitely not the best thing ever. We got a couple more races in this for this episode. We're going to continue along right here. I got first place, but it was not very good play. I definitely ran into a lot of people, and they will be very upset with me. But I do have a new car, and that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing what the new car is. That should be good. So let's see what happens, and go from there. Alright guys, it looks like I have the Kaido Warrior class. I can go with the Skyline Supra or NSX. I've got to be honest with you guys, there is no question here. I'm going to go with the Skyline. I believe this is an R34, R33 Skyline. There was once upon a time when I almost bought an R33 Skyline, only because I was going through a sort of a midlife crisis, or quarter-life crisis, and I needed something to own that would be better. So I'm going to go for this. I think it's beautiful. The R33 is just an amazing car, and mind you, the one I almost bought ended up being a scam. It was eBay Motors, and it was a scam, because that car didn't exist, apparently. So, yeah, that happened. But here we go. We're going to see where we're going next.
To the dynamic twin-ring Motegi circuit in Tochigi Prefecture,
Motegi.
Japan.
Boom, boom. Okay, so we've got multiple different things here. Let's see what we have. Interesting. Multi-class event 2, multi-class event 1. We're going to do this one because it seems to be it's a random win, and so we might as well do this. Let's see what happens to be. And, you know, I have to say, like, the Skyline is an amazing driving car. It's something I would love to own someday. I'd actually love to have one of the new R35s, the GTR. I think it's just an amazing car as well. Really, any of them. I mean, all the way back to the original Skylines. Those are great cars. And, you know, that's something to be said. If you have a vehicle that's that good for that long, that's definitely something to be said for that. So, we'll see what we can do here and kick this thing off right now. We're 7 minutes into the episode, loading up this next map, the Motegi Circuit. We have definitely been on this track before, and we'll see if I can do well or fail my tail off at it. You can't be quite sure, but let's see. This is going to be kind of funky. We got these nice long, hard corners at the end. One's got a nice big loop. One's got a couple of kinks to it, and yeah, it's loading. It's still loading. It's still loading. Starting the race. I wish that the load times in this game were a little bit faster. It's not horrible, but it would definitely make things like this a lot better. So, Twin Ring Motegi, and 3, 2, 1. Oh, that should be a good start right there. Yeah, that was a good start. I caught it right there before it was able to hit the red line, which got me a maximum amount of traction in there. It's not quite as important to capture your traction and whatnot as it was in Mario Kart, but Mario Kart was the ultimate driving simulator, as we all know. Still, first place now. These guys appear to be all way behind me. I'm guessing that they are the D-Class racers, and that sketches me out a bit, because racing with D-Class racers means I have to work my way back through the pack in order to win this, and that's going to be a challenge. So I'm going to hold the power in there, a little bit too slow, right at the edge of too fast. Back on the power for this long front straight. I like this track. This track is fun. It's very simple. It's not overly complicated. As you guys can see here, I'm going to hold this left side as hard as I can right now, up to about 130, and then we're going to lock out the brakes right here, bring the power down, bring the power down, bring the speed down, come off the brakes in order to angle it in here, get my speed back up, a little bit less, a little bit more tighter, more power, and back into the back straight right now. We're going all the way down the line here. We'll see what I can do by getting in place and catch this next really tight 90-degree corner, braking in, and a little more braking, a little more power, kick this little kink over, and a little more power. Last time I had a little bit too little speed, now I have a little bit too much, but it's okay. I'm coming back into power right now, into the front straight. I am halfway around right now, out of 5 laps. I do see the smaller group is definitely ahead of me here. I'll probably be picking them up by the time I get back around to this next side of the map, or course, back into the front straight. I should be passing them, so might have gone a little bit fast there, but I was able to hold it on the course. I think this is the first full course I've gone without running both wheels off the side, but give me a second, I'll probably run off the side. Give me some time. As you guys can see here, coming into these corners now, I'm going to be gaining these guys really fast because they are driving D-Class cars, which are very, very slow vehicles, and let's see if I can catch up and pass them safely before my opponents in my own class are able to pass me. So right in the front straight right here, getting 1, This is a nice place to pass. I'm not getting all bunched up with them in the corners. I may end up getting a little bit hurt because the guy that's way out there in the lead. I may struggle a little bit to not pass him in the corners, but we'll see what I can do here. I am at a nice speed right here, taking the inside line as hard as I can. This might bite me in the butt here, but I'm going to do what I can to bring it back inside and through right there alongside him. Got past nicely, and now they're all clumped up behind with the opponents doing all they can to battle it out through those bends. Braking hard, braking hard, braking hard, braking hard, braking hard. On the brakes all the way into that corner, off the track as promised. At least once every game I have to do it. It wouldn't be right if I didn't, I guess. It's not on purpose, don't get me wrong, but now I've got cars right on my tail. These guys are driving pretty aggressively, as you guys can see here. This is lap 4 of 5, coming up the front straight here into the 5th lap. We'll see if I can hold this guy off for the final lap. He's definitely got speed on me in these straights. He's definitely got speed, but I'm doing all I can to box him out now. And if I can box him out here, it should be good for me. But sadly, I was not paying attention, just went all the way off the course. I may have lost this race for myself simply because that guy had me spooked, honestly. He really did. Somehow able to keep the speed in despite this Ferrari boxing me out. I now have one more lap to go, just about a half a lap left with 3 corners. If I can take this guy on this corner right here, it'll be perfect. And we're going to try to slow it down as hard as we can here. Take him on the inside right here. He is going to hit me, and I might wipe out here. I'm going to see if I can keep it alive. If I can keep it alive, it would be epic. He does have a lot more frontline speed than I do, but I do have him in the bends. At least I thought I did. And we're on the power early. We're on the power early before he can. And we're going to try to box him out right here. He's trying to go outside me. Trying to get outside me. And we're going to make up the lane. Oh my gosh, we made it all the way in. And that's the race right there, just ahead by 1 car length. You got to love that right there. That was pretty darn sick. That was awesome. All right, so in the interest of keeping this episode somewhat short, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode right here and right now. That was 11 minutes, 45 seconds. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you guys being a part of this adventure. I hope you're enjoying it. Leave me some notes with any plans or hopes for my next episodes. My driving skills seem to be coming back a little bit at least. I'm not off the course every time, and that's nice. So, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye-bye.